Salem, Massachusetts. In 1692, 20 young women were tried and executed for practicing witchcraft. Now, 200 years later, more than 400 women practice the black arts of sorcery. Why? And especially, why here? I'm Leonard Nimoy, in search of Salem witches. The woman calls herself a witch. She claims to be performing an ancient ceremony of candle magic. The power of the planets has been petitioned, and as the paper burns, a spell is cast. This rite of witchcraft is being practiced in Salem, Massachusetts, a place where people believed to be witches were once put to death. Salem, Massachusetts is richly endowed with history and culture. For most of us, it is still best known as the site of America's witch trials. The past has left a permanent mark, and Salem has come to embrace the witch, at least in some respects. The witch is the town's symbol, and also a constant reminder of a reign of fear and terror. The witchcraft hysteria of 1692 actually began here, in the neighboring city of Danvers. It was once called Salem Village. Dr. Linda Caporal is a social psychologist. She has studied the witchcraft hysteria that once swept over the people here. Recently, she visited the Historical Society in Danvers.
In December of 1691, 8 girls were afflicted with what the Puritans called distempers. These were characterized by delusions of one sort or another, by severe convulsive fits, by odd gestures, and disorderly speech.
The girls were examined and judged to be possessed.
Several months later, accusations of witchcraft were made, and these were taken quite seriously by the community, and we have the beginning of witchcraft trials.
In an atmosphere full of frenzy, the girls told the court of numerous people who they felt were in league with the devil. In 1692, witchcraft was a capital offense.
At the end of the Salem witchcraft trials, 20 people had died.
Nearly all of the victims were hung here, on Salem's Gallows Hill, now an old and deserted playground. At the cemetery in Salem lie the bodies of some of the judges who presided at the trials. Despite its terrible history, witchcraft now thrives in Salem. Meet Laurie Cabot, the city's official witch.
People commonly believe that witches are the exact definition of that Webster's dictionary holds. And it says that a witch is an ugly old hag who cavorts with demons and devils, or makes a pact with the devil in blood. People also believe that witches probably drink blood and eat babies, and of course that's not true. The word witch comes from the words magus, magi, and the Greek word magi, which still means witch today. And the word witch, it means wise person, or a seeker of knowledge, basically.
In the center of Old Salem stands a shop called Crow's Haven Corner. It's a kind of sorcery boutique, which was opened by Laurie Cabot. It has become a popular gathering place for those who claim to be witches.
Well, how's everybody doing? Very good, very good. Hi, how are you? Good. Listen to that shipment of tarot cards coming in?
Yes, it did. It's in the back room.
Okay, we'll go back.
The shop has appealed to curious tourists, but it also stocks the herbs and potions that are needed by a witch.
You sure you don't want to box? No, it's fine. I'll just take it from the way.
Laurie's daughter, Jody, is an actively practicing witch.
It has a wonderful scent, so if the person is someone that you know or would like to know in the area, it will, just by smelling the scent of the ribbon, it will attract.
Laurie's younger daughter, Penny, will soon become a member of the coven. Laurie's coven has gathered to initiate a new witch. The initiate is Penny, Laurie's 16-year-old daughter. This rarely photographed ceremony is based on ancient rites. Today, it is an amalgam of many different practices gathered over the centuries and adapted to modern times. Laurie begins the rite by casting a magic circle around the entire coven. Each witch is then anointed.
I charge this circle to protect us from all negative and positive energies and forces that may come to do us harm. So mote it be. So mote it be. I draw into the center of this circle the energy of the universe and the wisdom of the pentacle. So mote it be. We bind your hands in infinity. We bind your creativity to the earth to aid us and help us. In the name of Isis, the Great Mother, and the Holy Maiden.
Lady Day, on quiet Lady Day, with blossoms in her